Hey everyone, welcome back to another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. Kim is to my left, the mighty Mac is to my right. My name is TJ, and thanks for joining in here with us. Please like, share, and subscribe, and if you dare, hit that notification bell. Just last week, President, I'm going to say President Biden, and I didn't want to say President Biden, so forgive me.
Well, you notice I did make a fist as you started to say
just
that. So,
the occupier in chief. Okay, he's gonna keep his promise on one of those election issues, promises, things he promised to do last year when he was running, and he through executive order he established a bipartisan commission to study the expansion of the seats on the Supreme Court.
Didn't he promise not to stack?
You know, I honestly,
I think he did both.
I couldn't tell you what he promised.
Ms. Harris did the same.
Yes.
The thinking here is they're going to establish the bipartisan commission, and in any way, shape, or manner, they're gonna look for a reason to say we've studied it, and now we've made the determination that indeed the court needs to be expanded. You know, and the thought is through trying to legitimize the stacking of the court, since they did a bipartisan commission. You know, and
who's going to be on the commission? Mitt Romney?
Well, you know what? I wondered exactly that.
Susan Collins?
I wondered
Lisa
exactly
Murkowski?
that.
Yeah.
And then
Fred Upton.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in any event, in this whole pursuit, it's safe to say the courts have been politicized. You know.
Well, there are several activist judges right now, including especially John Roberts.
Yeah. What I found interesting was one of Clinton's appointees, Justice Breyer. He came out not in favor of this, and it so ticked off the radicals on the left that they hired one of those billboard trucks. You got these trucks that got like this billboard, and you pay money and you put on it whatever it is you want on the billboard, and then they just, for however time period that's paid for, I guess, they drove around D.C. calling for the removal of Justice Breyer. And I guess I thought it interesting that a liberal judge on the court wasn't necessarily in favor of it. I mean, I guess in some regard you can be liberal but still have some I'm losing my train of thought here.
Level of fairness?
Level of fairness. The word escapes me. We're going to have to edit that out.
Okay.
But anyways, also then CNN, Jim Acosta had Harry Reid on there, and for all the shenanigans that Harry Reid is known for pulling off, he too made the comment that he wasn't necessarily in favor of it. And I gotta wonder if maybe he's got a little bit of private remorse over the shenanigans that he pulled has come back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
And as Mac here likes to say, the barrel is round. And you know what? Right now that would be optimistic thinking, but I don't know if Harry Reid is thinking, yeah, you think you might get away with it today, but who knows, in 2 or 4 years, the barrel's round.
Well, I wouldn't understand his thinking, because I do believe it's game over if they stack this court.
Oh, yeah.
With some more Alana Kagans and I forget the Sotomayor type judges who are activist judges. They don't even pretend to hide it.
And that's where they're even different.
They think
from
their
Breyer.
job is to correct the perceived wrongs. Whether they are or not is relevant. That isn't their job. Their job is to see if the law is constitutional, and it's that simple. That's all they have to do. Is say, is this fit with the Constitution?
I think their thinking is they're going to change everything. I mean, in this country,
Well, there would be nothing to stop them.
you know, they already are.
I mean,
you know,
we had severe election anomalies, and that's coming out more and more now. And the court just said, no, we don't want to look bad, and we want our place in history. I don't know what they think their place in history is going to be after this is said and done, but, you know, here's what they'll do. They'll stack this court, and then they'll toss Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and
they're going to want to get
Barrett.
rid of Breyer, too.
Yeah, they'll whack him, too,
Because
so to speak.
he clearly made it known that he was not in lockstep with them. And you know, and that would make that's what makes Breyer maybe different from Kagan and Sotomayor. You know, they're radicals. And while Breyer's a liberal, he at least has some.
He's a liberal, not a leftist.
Yeah,
and there's lies. They're not the same.
And you know what? Clearly, he's not leftist enough. So Breyer too needs to go and be replaced with something. And you know what? And what'll happen is dare I use a big word here? The leftists will be in command in perpetuity.
Yes, they can. Once this happens, there's no fixing it.
Yeah, and well,
I mean, the president.
hang on.
Oh, I almost said it too. The occupier-in-chief came out this week and said that nothing in the Constitution is absolute.
yeah.
So they want to go to this insane argument that it's a living document. I'll quote Justice Scalia, who said the Constitution is a legal document. It says what it says, and it doesn't say what it doesn't say. So there is no living document. That's garbage. It's leftist garbage. We'll be a communist country in a matter of 2 years.
I don't think it's going to take that long at the pace they're going.
In any event, you know, it was you know, they didn't really keep it a secret of what their intentions were. What surprised me on this topic was the response from Justice Breyer and even Harry Reid.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought I'd mention it.
Gives us a glimmer of hope.
You know what?
Isn't that scary?
You know what? It kind of does.
Gives you a glimmer of hope?
Yeah, that is.
I find that scary.
That is exactly what I felt when I saw the Harry Reid interview was, wow. You would think this guy would be all on board, and he isn't.
Well, the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg was against it. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, in any event, I guess that's an indication we need to end. All right. That's it. We'll catch you in the next segment. As always, be safe. Watch your six. And don't tread on me.
I'll tell you what we do need to do. One of the things that's important.